I wanted to say that you need to have at least 5 years of ballet practice, but I'm doing it with application only, so it depends. So there are people out there who are super, super, super ambitious and passionate, and they know that they can do it, so they can be in. But in general, it's important that you have a little bit of practice, a little bit, 5 years, so that you can actually implement what I have to give, because this is, again, will be very different from what you are used to when it comes to ballet intensive. So we're not going to have 90-minute classes all day long. Also in the retreats, so now you have a little bit of better understanding. No, this is not what we are going to do. I love to let people be self-centered and independent. So what I do is I give input and people implement on their own. So they go and directly, for example, I give them anatomical input, understanding about the spine, and then they go and they implement it directly into, for example, the pirouette. And I guide that process. Okay. So the 3 months are perfect. If you feel that you in normal ballet class never have the time to solve your problems, mostly people know exactly that they have XYZ that is not yet working, but in a way, if you always bring the same problem and you always in class you don't have enough time because you need more repetitions, you need not 5 pirouettes, you need 40 pirouettes to really hit the next level. In the 3 months, you can actually decide if you want to work 3 months on your pirouettes. Probably you don't need to, but even if you do, you will have the tools that you learn along the process to then take them and next work on your jumps, for example. Or you work 4 weeks on the pirouette, and then you are on such a different level that you decide, okay, you know what, next month I dedicate the jumps and I see how much I'm just jumping, how far I come here. So that's a different approach. And in addition to that, in the 3 months mastermind, so this is really to master the things that you long to master, you will have me in addition one-on-one once a month. So I am absolutely brilliant when it comes to understand your world. So I always want to know if you are also a singer, or what is what are your interests, what is your profession, because this allows me to understand how your brain is wired and what works for you, and then I can adjust the language of my teaching and my explanations to your world so that this can match and you do not get fancy images that do not speak to you, because those images and corrections work when they hit you emotionally, when you have a connection. And as long as you don't have the connection, then it's not that imagery does not work, for example, for you, it's just not the right fit for you. That's it. And I want to make sure that I can deliver this and help you out here, and also to see exactly where you need my help. I want to know where you need my help, and I want to give you special attention from my side. So again, if we work on the pirouette, so that we have, for example, in the first month, also one-on-one with me to work on your pirouettes. In the second month, you can also book yourself in for a one-on-one with me. And then we have a closer look to why Petit Allegro is still not working. Yeah. And then you go back and are on track in the group. There will also be a Facebook group where you can ask your questions, connect to the other dancers. What is new and what I'm currently doing in my program is that people reflect at the end of the module I want them to write down their aha moments. I want them to write down and share it with the group, what they're going to implement until the next module. I want them to choose their homework on their own. I'm here to guide this. So if you're lost, if you feel lost in that process, I'm here. I also always, actually, how it really is that we, even in the group, we have time to say, you know what, I think, yeah, you should do this. I say, Barbara, okay, I think you know what to do, or we have this short little conversation. So to make sure, okay, you are on track, you know what to do. I give you my check and my okay, go for it. See you next week. Yeah. So if you have questions, let me know. It's very explorative. Again, it's your pace. It's in your timing. It's actually also your topics. Yeah. I have my schedule, I have my models, I use what I know people need, and then we implement it directly into the material you want to work on. Okay. Best next step for you, if you're super interested in that mastermind, apply for it. So this is with application only. I want to know again who you are, where you're at, what you wanna make a reality in those 3 months. And as soon as I received your application, I will email you back, and then we see if we want to go the next steps together.